I think when people go to authors' readings and things like that, a lot of people have stories in them that they want to write. And I was wondering if you could share a bit about your process for, when you come up with a short story. I'm sure everyone is different, but do you start off with a kind of character whose life you want to explore, or is it more of a situation that you're personally in and you want to see a different resolution to it?
I like that. Write my way out of it. Oh, I like that a lot. Just write your way out of it.
How do you brainstorm for the stories that you write?
My friend and colleague Diane Benedict used to say that stories or fiction come from three different places. One is image, sort of a picture that we have. Mm-hmm. Another is voice. You sort of hear a voice that you kind of follow. Often those are in the first person, but not always. And the third was situation, a situation that kind of got your attention or curiosity or made you angry or something. And I think that's generally true. Of course, some stories come from all of those, but the germ, the seed may be, in a sense, the one that's set in Russia came from an image, watching the black market at work, and then imagining out of that. I think...
like how to create a theater piece in that.
Yeah. And then La Casita, Roger, how did Roger get started? I can't think. I can't remember. The first story, Blind, about the cellist who becomes a massage therapist and her husband who makes cellos, actually came from one of those situations where I heard a friend of mine, I was in a friend of mine's kitchen and he had another friend over who was bad-mouthing, as it happened, a theater director back in Portland, Maine. And he was going on and on about how Barbara was this and Barbara was that, and it was vicious, it was nasty. And Barbara was not exactly a nice person, to begin with. She was kind of a great director on a good day.
Right.
But it was just so vitriolic. And I thought, so I got curious about that. I said, okay, a character like that, who's really poisonous. So I tried to start writing it from his point of view, the poisonous person's point of view. And then all of a sudden I realized first I got curious about who he was talking to, and that's where Miranda showed up, I think. Mm-hmm. Or Jacob may have showed up first. Who was listening to him? Who was overhearing him and observing? Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden there were three people. Mm-hmm. And what I didn't realize until a little later on is that Jacob was the point of view character.
Jacob?
The whole story. Uh-huh. Miranda's husband.
Oh, right.
The guy who makes the that's his name, isn't it? This is such an old book and I'm writing new. I'm at this place with a new story where I'm trying to find names for characters. So we should just have a box in the back.
Oh, yes.
And people could just...
You're right. Now I remember.
Jennifer, here we go.
Yeah, no, I'm remembering. Jacob the overlooked husband, who I kind of forgot about his name as well. So that's
exactly. He's only named once in the story.
Yeah.
And it's towards the end.